Hello everyone, my name is Andrew Davis and continuing with my 30 team review for the upcoming 2014 MLB season. We're staying in the National League Central with the Milwaukee Brewers under manager Ron Ronicki. Key additions, starting pitchers Matt Garza and Kyle Loesch, and former starter but now long reliever Tom Gorzelani. And their only major loss was John Axford. Keys to the upcoming season for the Milwaukee Brewers. From an offensive standpoint, Ricky Weeks. His overall game last year, from an offensive standpoint, was pathetic. I mean, although I think the whole offense last year for the Milwaukee Brewers kind of was a downfall anyway, ever since the Ryan Braun incident with everything going on there. I just think everything fell apart, especially once that happened. It was falling apart before that, but I think that was on everybody's minds already. But Ricky Weeks, defensively, he's a good player. He almost reminds me of Brandon Phillips from the Cincinnati Reds. He reminds me a lot like him, as in they both had the same kind of like style how they play. They're both very competitive. They're both great defensively, and they both have the potential for offensive playing skills. They both have good offensive playing skills. Um, just Ricky Weeks needs to pick up the pace, and he needs to help out the team this year if they want to make a shot at the playoffs. Strong pitching. Uh, Obviously, the Brewers did make a few moves this offseason to improve their pitching rotation starter-wise. Obviously, they still have Giovanni Gallardo, but now they included Matt Garza and Kyle Loesch, and including with them Marco Estrada and Willie Peralta, finishing out 1 through 5 with the starting pitching rotation. Also, with their bullpen, they also have Francisco Rodriguez and Tom Gorzelani, which he is projected to be in the bullpen. I don't think they're going to make him a starter. Maybe if one of the starters gets injured, they might throw him in there like for a fifth or fourth spot in the rotation, but I don't think they'd bother with it. And then Jim Henderson closing out games. Their offense, there's a lot of young guys on the team and new guys coming up through the rankings. Almost like the Chicago Cubs, they're trying to take the same route as they did, as in they're trying to get young guys up into the majors so they can work with them and hopefully get a good winning baseball atmosphere again in Milwaukee in the near future. So, overall review for the Brewers, I see them finishing in last, 5th place in the National League Central. If you saw my review for the Chicago Cubs, I said that I had it was kind of a toss-up between the Cubs and the Brewers for 4th or 5th place. And again, you guys can make the decision whether you think Brewers are 4th or 5th. Again, it ain't going to matter. 75 wins at max for the Brewers anyway. Maybe they'll be a surprise team. Maybe they'll possibly sneak in as a wild card spot, but I really hardly doubt it. Just by the way the offense looks. I mean, looking at their offense, they have Jonathan Lucroy and Ricky Weeks if he can get back into his offensive parole. Aramis Ramirez still is there. Carlos Gomez, Ryan Braun. So I mean, they do have guys that can hit. It's just this past season they've all come off really bad seasons offensively, and of course with Ryan Braun and his 50-game suspension going on at the end of the season. But overall, Milwaukee Brewers 5th place in the National League Central. Thank you.